बच्चों, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing very well. Let's start the class. Parts of computer. Log into the chapter Input devices, output devices and storage devices. Unlock the mind. In the previous class, we learned about some parts of a computer. Name these parts. CPU, monitor, mouse, keyboard. Computers are machines that can follow instructions and perform tasks quickly and accurately. They are made up of different parts like the brain, the processor, memory, where they store information, and input or output devices like keyboards and screen. बच्चों, कंप्यूटर एक ऐसा मशीन है जो कि हमारे इंस्ट्रक्शंस को बिल्कुल अच्छे से फॉलो करता है और उसी के हिसाब से अपने टास्क को एक्यूरेटली करता है. इसके कई सारे पार्ट्स भी होते हैं. दे आर मेड अप बाय मेनी अदर पार्ट्स लाइक ब्रेन, दैट इज the processor, memory, that is where we store the information, and input and output devices like keyboards and screens. Different parts of a computer make it function properly. We can divide the parts of a computer into three categories, which are as follows. We had divided in three categories, that is input devices, output devices and storage devices. We have read about the four main parts of a computer in a previous class. Now let us learn about these devices. We learned about the four main parts, we read about this, but now we will learn about these devices in deeply. Input devices. Input devices are the parts of the computer which input information in a computer. These devices tell the computer what to do. Some of the input devices are given here. There are some devices given here. The input devices that input the information in a computer. And the first one is mouse. The mouse is a very common input device. It helps in moving the cursor on the screen. बच्चों, the mouse is very common input device and very useful input device. It helps the cursor to move on screen. The mouse is connected to the CPU and is placed on a mouse pad. We can draw and color the pictures using the mouse. By using the mouse only, we can color and picture the mouse, and the mouse is always placed on mouse pad. Factopedia. A computer mouse keyboard may be attached to the CPU with a long wire, or it may be a wireless mouse keyboard. बच्चों, अब तो wireless कीबोर्ड भी आ गया है और माउस भी आ गया है, लेकिन पहले के टाइम पे वायर के साथ में हुआ करता था. नाउ इट्स कीबोर्ड. इट इज एन इनपुट डिवाइस यूज्ड फॉर टाइपिंग. वी गिव डेटा टू द कंप्यूटर बाय टाइपिंग ऑन द कीबोर्ड. इट लुक्स लाइक अ टाइपराइटर. इट हैज मेनी बटन्स ऑन इट कॉल्ड कीज. On keyboard we can see that there is many keys, that buttons called keys, and by typing the data with the help of keyboard, we store the data in computer. Joystick. A joystick is a handheld device used to control the movement or actions of a digital object on a computer screen. It typically consists of a handle or lever that can be titled or pushed in different directions to provide input to a computer. बच्चों, joystick is a handheld device which control the movement and actions happened in computer in digital object. Factopedia. The joysticks was invented by whom? C.B. Merrick of the US Naval Research Laboratory. Scanner. A scanner is an input device that is used to send documents or images from the paper of the computer. It works like a photocopy machine. A scanned copy is called a soft copy. बच्चों, scanner is a device. It is also an input device that used to send a document from images from the paper. It works like a photocopy machine. It scanned the soft copy in the computer. Factopedia. Speakers, headphones and microphones are known as multimedia devices, as these devices help us to hear sounds and watch movies. This is the multimedia devices and this help us to watching the movies, hear the sound. Storage devices. The parts of computer that are used to store our work are called storage devices. In storage devices, we store the data and the parts of the computer. Some of the storage devices are follows. The first one is hard disk. The hard disk is rectangular in shape. The shape of the hard disk is in shape, it is rectangular. It can store a huge amount of information that can be used very quickly anytime. It is like a small box in the CPU cabinet. Whatever we save on a computer gets automatically stored in its hard disk. Whatever we saved in computer by CPU cabinet, it stored in the hard disk. DVD. The full form of DVD is what? Digital versatile disk. DVD is read-only secondary storage device. It can store up to 17 GB of data. It is a digital optical disk storage format used to store high capacity data like high quality videos and movies. बच्चों, in DVD we can store 17 GB of data, and it can also store the high capacity data, and the video is always the high quality. SSD, external storage device. A solid state drive, that is SSD, is a new generation of storage device used in computers. SSDs store data using flash based memory, which is much faster. बच्चों, SSD has its own SSD store data, which is flash based memory, and it is much faster. Pen drive. It is a small storage device also known as a USB flash device. The storage capacity of pen drive is more than a DVD but less than a hard disk. बच्चों, एक पेन ड्राइव की जो कैपेसिटी होती है, स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी होती है, वो हार्ड डिस्क से कम होती है, लेकिन डीवीडी से ज़्यादा होती है, कहीं ज़्यादा होती है. आउटपुट डिवाइसेस. An output device is like a messenger from the computer that shows or tells you what the computer is doing. बच्चों, an output device is always telling us what the computer is doing. Output devices shows the work done by the computer to the user. Some of the output devices are given here. Output devices is the device which can help the computer to show us the user that what the computer is doing. And there is some examples of output devices. The first one is monitor. The monitor is an output device that looks like a television. It is also known as visual display unit or VDU. VDU or visual display unit is also known as monitor. It's look like a television screen. The front portion of the monitor is called the screen. The monitor shows you the data that you input and its result after the computer processes it. Now speakers. It is used to listen to music and recordings that are stored in the computer. बच्चों, speakers always help us to listen the music and stored recordings in computer. Printer. A printer is an output device which is used to print the result of the work done by the computer on paper. बच्चों, जो प्रिंटर है वो एक ऐसा आउटपुट डिवाइस है जो कि कंप्यूटर से कोई भी चीज़, कोई भी सॉफ्ट कॉपी को हार्ड कॉपी यानी पेपर पर निकालने में हेल्प करता है. इट कैन प्रिंट बोथ इमेजेस एंड टेक्स्ट. द प्रिंटेड कॉपी इज़ कॉल्ड अ हार्ड कॉपी और अ प्रिंट आउट. बच्चों, जो प्रिंटेड कॉपी होती है उसे प्रिंट आउट या हार्ड कॉपी कहा जाता है, और प्रिंटर से हम किसी भी इमेज या टेक्स्ट को कॉपी कर सकते हैं, प्रिंट कर सकते हैं. There are different types of printers available in the market. Many types of printers are available in markets, and that are inkjet printer, dot matrix printer and laser printer. Test yourself. Help your friends by writing the correct part of the computer. Ruchi wants to listen to a song on a computer alone. That is a music part. Meera needs to take the printout of her picture in printer. Rohan wants to watch a movie on the computer on monitor. Sumit wants to play games on computer in games store. Restart in short. Input devices are used to instruct the computer what to do. बच्चों, input devices are the devices who instruct the computer what the computer had to do or what not to do. Keyboard, mouse, scanner and joystick are some of the input devices. These are the devices of input devices of computer. Hard disk, DVD, pen drive and SSD are some of the storage devices. Storage devices are used to store our work. A mouse is an input device that sends instructions to the computer with the click of a button. Just by clicking a button, a mouse gives the input device and send the instructions to the computer. A joystick is a handheld input device. Now let's come on test your brain. Tick the correct option. These devices tell the computer what to do, and that is yes. Input devices, correct. Output devices, correct. Storage devices. Dash is an input device used for typing, that is keyboard. Which of the following is an output device? Yes, that is monitor. Which of the following is a type of optical disc? That is yes, floppy disk, correct. Hard disk, correct. DVD. The printed copy on paper is called a hard copy. Fill in the blanks using the given words. The mouse is an dash device. It is an input device. Dash is read-only secondary storage device. DVD. Yes, joystick, printer, keyboard. A dash is a handheld input device. What is it? It is keyboard. Dash is used to get the result on the paper, and that is printer. Dash looks like a typewriter. Keyboard. Write T for true and F for false statements. Output devices are used to give commands. Correct. False. A scanner is used to type words. Correct. True. A pen drive is also known as a USB flash drive. Correct. A printer is used to listen to music. Wrong. A monitor shows the work done on a screen. True. Correct. Answer the following questions. What are storage devices? That is hard disk, a magnetic storage medium for a computer. Name any two input and output devices. That is, input is keyboard and mouse and output is monitor and printer. What do you know about pen drive? A USB flash drive, also known as a USB stick, USB thumb drive or a pen drive, is a plug and play portable storage device that uses flash memory and is lightweight, enough to attach to a keychain. Write a short note on hard disk. Hard disk are flat, circular plates made by aluminium or glass and coated with a magnetic material. What is the uses of mouse? To move the cursor on the screen, select objects and click on buttons. बच्चों अब आ जाते हैं फन टाइम एक्टिविटी पर. Who am I? I can type information into the computer. Keyboard. I am a storage device I am round in shape, that is hard disk. बच्चों आई होप आज की जो क्लास थी, आज की जो एक्सरसाइजेस थे वो आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ गए होंगे। अब आप इसकी प्रैक्टिस करते रहिएगा।